This video is to tell you where I've been, why I haven't been doing that many videos. Usually I release 2-3 videos a week. Well, reason being, if you've been watching a couple of my videos, I started making lumber loads for Red Caboose, N-scale, center beams, 73, and some bulkhead 60-foot micro trains and center beam 60-foot micro trains. Taking a lot of my time. Unexpectedly, they took off pretty fast. They're selling like hotcakes, $4 a piece. Find them on eBay. If you're looking for them on eBay, type in micro trains, wrap lumber loads, or N-scale wrap lumber loads, or Red Caboose lumber loads. They'll come up, or look for my seller name, which is Art Loves Sin. It's ARTLUVSCIN. I'll put it in the bottom of the screen here. New loads coming out. I go by demand, what people request. So if you have a load that you want to see or I don't sell, put it in the comment section below. If I get enough interest in that particular name, I will make it. So anyway, a new one out right now is Sierra Pacific. This is for micro trains, center beam, 60-foot cars. I also have them for Red Caboose. So another reason that I have not been making videos is, tell you a little backstory. Back in 97, I had an online store, or an eBay store I should say, and I was selling Intermountain cars and stuff. I had a business license, I had a fictitious business name, and I had a vendor's license. Well, seeing that these loads have kind of taken off, and let's go back to loads really quick. You can get these loads for $4, $3 shipping and handling. On eBay, I charge an extra 60 cents for each additional load you purchase. That's to cover the postage. So if you go and you buy loads on eBay and you buy more than one listing, please send me an invoice. That way I don't have to refund you the shipping cost, because what eBay will do is they will charge you $3 for every listing without sending that invoice. So if you, for example, buy 3 different loads, 3 different listings, that's $9 shipping and handling. It only cost me $3 to ship that, and I got to refund you like $6. And if I have to refund money, I do minus the fees and all that stuff. So you're actually going to end up losing money. So make sure you send me an invoice, and I will give you the best shipping cost. That it costs basically 5 loads is going to cost you about $4.60 in shipping and handling. So that's not bad. They've been getting there 3-4 days, first class mail with a tracking number. So going back to the online business thing, I'm starting up an online store again. So that's why I've been absent from YouTube. It's taken up a lot of my time. I've been talking to manufacturers and distributors. So some of the stuff I'm going to carry is N-scale Intermountain. I'm going to carry Fox Valley, Wheels of Time, JTT Trees, Model Power accessories, and possibly Bachmann accessories. So, that being said, it's going to be straight N-scale. My wife's suggesting I do some HO, and, well, I'm not too familiar on the demand for HO. So, with that being said, if you guys want to see stuff in this store, or this website that I'm going to be putting out on the store, leave a comment below. You HO scalers out there, if you're watching this video and you watch my videos, thank you very much. If I get enough demand for HO, guess what? I'm going to start carrying HO. So, the next question is, what's the pricing going to be on this stuff? Okay, so my idea behind this is bring back the affordability into this hobby. As we all know, the markup on these things are redonkulous. I understand, you got to understand, as a businessman and a consumer, I have to make some type of profit, and I've got to make my bills, and I've got to make the expenses to run this store. So I will try to give out as much as a discount as I can. So with that being said, I can guarantee that most of these prices will be below suggested retail price. That's how I did it before, and that's how I'm going to do it now, because you know what? $30 for an N-scale Wheels of Time car is ridiculous. You know, I want to pass the savings on to you. You guys are going to be my customers. You guys are going to be buying from me. My prices are outrageously high. You're not going to buy, especially if over online shipping, $30, and then I got to pay for shipping. I have an issue with that. That's the whole reason I'm starting this up again. Hopefully to pass on the savings on to you guys. So, for example, Intermountain, they're going for about, what I've been researching, and since I've been buying Intermountain, they're going about $22, $25 suggested retail price. If I can, I'm going to bring that down. I'm going to bring it down to, say, a covered hopper runs for $22.99, let's say. I will pass that on and sell that out probably for $20, $19. Okay, now when we come to shipping, I will combine shipping on my orders. I will try to do the cheapest form of shipping. That is my game plan. That's my strategy. So a lot of it's going to be first class mail, priority mail, flat rate, basically, depending on the size of the shipment. And if I can get into a box, I can guarantee that probably, don't quote me on this, but what I'm going to do is, let's say 3 N-scale cards will fit into one box. I'm assuming it, depending on the weight, if it's less than a pound, which I don't think they will be a pound, I can get that out to my customers for about $3 shipping and handling. So, with that being said, now you got to understand that give and take, I've got to buy product. I got to get boxes, materials. So, you know, I've already got people that, my friends and stuff, well, am I going to get a big discount? Am I going to do this? Take that into consideration. You know, I'm just not giving this stuff away. I've got to buy this stuff outright and then turn around and sell it and make enough money to turn around and keep product coming and going. So I've got to make some type of profit. A lot of the companies aren't going to tell you that. You know, they're going to jack up these prices. But me, honest, that's my honest thing. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and I shut it down. If it does work. So anyway, it's going to be called PPAWS Model Trains. I'm working with getting my website set up, getting my vendor's license, working to get my fictitious business name, working to get my manufacturers, a lot of stuff I need to do. So my fictitious business name takes 3 to 4 weeks to be set up. So anyway, to tell you that I'm serious, I'm going to show you guys this right here. This is the application for the fictitious business name. And I've also, I've got packets for vendors. So again, here are a couple of my packets for the vendors that I will be sending out. So hopefully they approve me to sell their products and this ball will get rolling. Hoping to have it done, what are we in, October, November, December? By December, no later than the first of the year. So we'll see what's going on. A lot of it will be being sold on eBay from the get-go until I can figure out the web thing, because I am not a big web person thing. So that'll be done. So anyway, those are the manufacturers that I've been talking to that have been willing to sell me stuff wholesale with a vendor's license, because I'm running basically a home business. So one thing that I know I would have asked if I'm watching this video and it was somebody else, what about Walthers? I don't know how Walthers is working right now. Back in when I first had the store, you needed a storefront. Same with Atlas. Atlas required a storefront. I'm not going to have a storefront. I'm running it out of my house, internet-based, online. So if they're still requiring a storefront, unless I can find another distributor that carries Atlas and Walthers, then I will start carrying that stuff. So anyway, thanks for watching. Other stuff going on around here. We're getting ready to tear down the old section. That one section I talked about, Simmons Branch, is up and running. Running in on DC, so I'll have a couple of friends over helping me tear that out. I've been removing buildings, trees, all kinds of scenery stuff off of the parts that are coming out. I will have video of that, so stay tuned. Again, thanks for your support on buying these loads. Hopefully I'll have your support on this online business I'm coming up with. Again, the whole point of it is to pass savings on to you guys. I will try to give the best deal I can to my, but I got to stay competitive. Keep that in mind too. So, I will ship on Wednesdays and Fridays, kind of like I do with my eBay stuff. I have a 3-day turnaround. So I ship Wednesdays, Fridays. If you're checking out my eBay page and you're buying my loads, be aware that if you buy on Wednesday morning and you pay before noon, I will have it in the mail the same day. Same goes as Friday. If you buy something on my eBay page or my eBay channel or page, whatever they call it, if you buy Wednesday and Friday before noon, I will package it and have it in the mail that same day. So that's just a guarantee, because I hit the post office right after noon. So, anything before noon on that day, as long as it's in my PayPal account and it shows paid, I will get it out to you guys. All right, so anyway, thanks again. Thanks for supporting the YouTube channel. Thanks for all the new subscribers. You guys are awesome. Okay, I wouldn't be doing this without you people. You guys are my consumers, and I'm going to take care of my consumers. So anyway, I'm going to end this video before I keep babbling on. So take care, God bless, and talk to y'all soon. Bye.